I truly believe that within every single one of us, there is some kind of pull or yearn or desire to be more, to do more, and to have more in a specific area of our lives. And that could be different from different people. You know, one person, it could be, I want to open up a business. For somebody else, it could be, I just want a deeper relationship with God or with my spouse. Or, you know, for somebody else, it could be, I just want to lose 50 pounds. And whatever those desires are, the goals that we want to accomplish and achieve, there seems to be at times some kind of invisible barrier that holds us back, that blocks us from accomplishing whatever it is that we want to achieve. And there are many of them, and one of them that I believe, one of the invisible barriers that we've got to get past is commitment, being fully committed. Goethe, he has a quote, he says, until one is committed, there's hesitancy, a chance to draw back. See, in the back of our mind, we leave a way out. Back in 1519, you may have heard the story about Cortez, and he is a conquistador that was out to conquer this new land. And many people had attempted to conquer it, but nobody was successful. Him and his men, they got there, they got to the shore, and they unloaded, and they all came together. He called his men together, and he pointed at the boats, and he said, "Burn the ships, burn the boats." See, when he made that decision, everybody was fully committed. There were only two options at that point, and it was either victory or defeat. With the boats gone, there were the only two options. With the boat still there was a third option, and the third option was to retreat. See, he wanted to leave no trace of retreat in his men's mind. There are only two options, victory or defeat. One of my goals is to be an international speaker and trainer, and earlier last year I found myself just having a hard time getting anything going, right? It was hard, but in the back of my mind, I had this thought that, well, you know, if it doesn't work out, I got to always go back to doing therapy. If it doesn't work out, as an entrepreneur, I could always start another business, right? And I often found myself on Indeed.com. I just looking to see what was out there. I just wanted to see what was out there. I had to burn the ship of Indeed.com. I have a mentor named Paul Martinelli, and he was telling the story about a leadership training that he was holding. And he'd been holding it for a while, and this guy, he had been dedicated to the group. He was coming to every time they met, and he came up to him after one of the meetings, and he says, "Man, Paul, look, I'm doing everything that you're saying to do. I'm doing it all, to the T, you know, dotting the I, crossing the T. I'm doing everything, and I'm just not getting any results. And I see other people that are in the group, they're doing the stuff, and they are getting results. And man, I don't know what to do." And Paul said he knew this guy was a recovering alcoholic, that he had been off alcohol for several years now, but he just knew. And he asked the question, he said, "Where's the booze?" And the guy looked at him and said, "Paul, look, man, I promise, man, I have not touched alcohol in years. I put that behind me a long time ago." And Paul looked at him and said, "Yeah, I know. You haven't had any alcohol in a while, but where's the booze at?" And he said, "Paul, look, I promise you, man, I have not touched alcohol in years. I promise." And when I made the decision to quit alcohol, I gathered it all up and I put it in a box and I put it way down in the basement. I promise you, I have not touched it. You can come to my house and you can see all the dust that's on top of this box. And Paul looked at him and said, "But why is it even there? Well, why is it even there?" See, in the back of this guy's mind, there was always, if things got bad enough, he knew exactly where the booze was. He knew exactly where it was. He was leaking energy. So for you, as you think about what it is that you want to accomplish and achieve this year or in your life, what are some invisible barriers that are holding you back? Where do you need to be more committed at? Where might you be leaking some energy? And I tell you, that's a difficult question to answer on your own. Sometimes you need a friend or an accountability partner, or maybe even a spouse, or maybe a mentor or a coach to come alongside of you and help dig out those kind of answers, that type of awareness. And if you're looking for a coach or a mentor, hey, that's exactly what I do, and I'd love to help you do that. But I hope that you take a look at where it is that you want to go, the things you want to accomplish and achieve, and really assess what are some things that might be holding me back. I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.